PowerPoint slide finish, I will show you the assignment. All right. I will inform Miss Ma tomorrow you at home, okay? Using Zoom also, do your assignment, do some research, because this question where I'm going to ask you is based on your experience, based on your research article, you write something about it. Okay, later I will explain to you all, and you must do this. So I want to see all of you must submit to me, okay? Or you submit to Carla or Miss Ma, and Miss Ma submit to me. Okay, some of you know my email address, but better to submit to Miss Ma or Carla. Then they will send it forward to me. Then I will do the marking assessment. Then I will give you a summary on Friday. Okay, tomorrow you have half a day to do all these things. All right, so I will not explain now. I will continue with the lesson. Okay, those yesterday have did not present yourself, please go and read your note. Okay, when come to this question assignment, I will explain later on after the lesson over. Okay, please don't disappear. You disappear, I believe that you cannot do this work. Okay, so again, good morning. Okay, today we talk about training. Okay, same as Singapore. Singapore culture is continuous learning. We learn every day. We are learning. Okay, so that's me. Okay, I'm in that age. I'm already 65. I'm still learning. I'm still taking courses. I'm going for this business analytic courses somewhere in this year June. All right, 4-day course at NUS. So no choice. As you age, you have to learn. This is a way of now the economy is very dynamic. Every day change, every day there's a demand of new skill, etc. Right? So take note of that. So training is the greatest asset. Okay, a firm greatest asset is its people. Right? A company, when you employ people, if the people is good, this is considered a positive asset. That means the value of your people that can help you to contribute, okay, to generate profit for your company, for the company. So these are the people is so-called recognized by the company. And by and large, if you are recognized and you put in a very good work, putting a lot of effort to get the company going and making profit, the company will recognize you, will give you some sort of training, right? Okay. So training is one important one. As I said, training can also increase productivity, morale, reduce load on supervisor, improve the safety, increase organization stability and flexibility. Why? Why training can increase the productivity of the company? Why? Okay. The reason is being that when you train to a specific skill, let's say the company choose you to go for training that you are doing this job, that your job may not be 100%, the company will send you for this training. After training, you know the skill, the technique, okay, all these things. Then you come back, you can do your job more independently. You no need to so-called supervisor guiding you to do the production of or construction activity. You know yourself because you have gone through the training. All right. So this will improve productivity because last time you have no experience or little experience, you never gone through this sort of process of training, you slightly lack in your work activity. So after training, you can work independently, without guidance from the supervisor, that means your labor costs have improved, right? Instead of 2 person, become 1 person do your job. That means productivity have increased, right? Morale, okay? Because you are lacking of skill, then you want to do your job, you cannot do effectively. So you feel very upset because why? You don't know the skill and your morale is very low because every one of you look down on him or her because he cannot do his job. After going for the right skill training, you come back, your morale is very high because why? You understand the job better. You can do your job independently. You no need to depend on people, and that will improve your morale and also the motivation of the department. Okay, reduce workload. After train already, you can know the supervisor no need to monitor you because you have enough skill because of your training, and also the safety aspect. You see, so all in all, if you are going for a training all done already, then the organization, the output will increase, productivity will increase, and stability and flexibility. Because today world, we're talking about multiple skill. Okay, you can do A job, but you can also do B job and C job, right? Nowadays, it's like that. Like today, in the CNA news, they say that when you are working as a security officer in Singapore, okay, in factory there is security officer, you give the protection of the security of the production site, right? So what happened is today world, they will continue improving the security officer because now security people, they request for pay increase. So in order to justify their pay increment, okay, this security officer will go for training. Training like, for example, in how to check an alarm system, fire system, right? How to participate in emergency response plan, right? So they have dual role, okay? And third role is how to troubleshoot aircon system, the equipment in the building. Any failure, you can call the maintenance to maintain the equipment. So basically, instead of 1 skill, you increase to 3 skill. That means the company, last time they employed 3 people, now 1 person can do the job. So the productivity have increased. Okay, and this is the way to move forward in terms of training. Okay, so developing highly qualified person, it help to offer vocational supervisory training facility, especially when free tuition or greater promotional opportunity are offered to the worker and foreman who enroll. So this is what the Singapore government doing. You go for training, you get an increment, etc. Okay, take note of that. Social activity, all right, to motivate the people. Of course, every year you may have one social activity, like for example, annual dinner, and you have some prize to be given, or fishing trip, or overseas trip to work, to get to know the employee each other better, so that when you come back from the trip, you understand each other better, you can work together, okay, more harmoniously. All right. So extended work engineering is not progressing fast enough to let project proceed on the schedule. Many motivators are apt to plague on work site. Any delay can be a positive effect on worker motivation. When overtime is required, the most productive plan is 10 hours. So if you are limited to no more than 8 hours in a row, all right? So worker also, you have multiple skill, you can help out. Instead of extended hour, you see work 8 hours, but you are trained for other skill, company need you, then you can contribute to the company growth. All right. Of course, the HR manager must be able to realize this, that you help the company in terms of annual increment, in terms of annual bonus, they will give you a little bit extra. All right. Most companies do that. Okay. In terms of fast promotion, in terms of annual increment, in terms of annual bonus. Sometimes they give more because you contribute more. That is the way of key performance index for employee in Singapore nowadays. Right. Okay. Okay. So flexible hours, all these things you can read yourself. Okay. So union, Singapore, we have union, but union is more on tripartite union. That means to say employer, employee, that means the union and the government. Three work together, they call it tripartite arrangement, right, for the company. And this will influence the positive effect to the employee and to the employer so that the company can survive in economic situation like now, very difficult to get business, etc. All right. So most important thing is the worker must be motivated to do the job. That's all. Okay. All these are. So when you got any problem, you can turn to union. Union talk to the employer. If employer cannot settle, you have to rope in the government sector. There's the Ministry of Manpower department to handle this case. All right. So this one I don't want to talk much on union. All right. Singapore union is very stable. No strike whatsoever. All right. Back in other countries, there are many strike and everything. They protest here, protest there. Singapore, no. You don't see a union member go and protest on the road, on the street. And in the company premises also, union don't go and protest. All right. If you protest, okay, you get caught, maybe you go to jail. Okay, without permit, you protest, you end up in jail in Singapore context. Okay, you want protest, can. You must seek police agreement. That means police go tell you, okay, go ahead and protest. Then you will not be caught. But if you are not given permission, you go and protest, most likely you will end up in jail or you will be sent back to your own country and you are banned in Singapore. All right. So one more thing is absenteeism and turnover. So this will affect the organization productivity. So how are you going to contain the absenteeism and turnover? Let me turnover people, resignation rate very high. Today I join, 1 month later I resign. Right. So you lack of when people turnover is high, what happens is the skill level of the department will drop. And you employ new one, they have to be trained and train and train before they can do the actual work. Then after training 1 month, 2 months, they okay already, they feel unhappy with the company benefit, they resign again. So you another batch come in. So the turnover cycle is very high. The productivity definitely will drop. Okay. Another thing is the absenteeism. Because sometimes the work is too much, the worker overload or the engineer overload. What happens is these people tend to fall sick. They go and see doctor, they are absent, right? Or they got medical leave, they absent, and you have to find somebody to work overtime for that person. And this will increase the cost of the workforce. So you can see that absenteeism and turnover is a negative sign for the company. So the company production manager, production supervisor must think about it. How to resolve this turnover and absenteeism in their department in order to maintain stable operation and to prevent attrition. That means manpower and attrition, especially the skill labor. All right, take note. So another reason for this absenteeism and turnover because of job satisfaction. So HR department and the production manager or the project manager have to think about this. If worker complain about low job satisfaction, you have to think about way to make him more value added that contribute to the company growth, right? This is not a difficult task, but a lot of things to consider, okay? So Another thing is the training, motivational training, behavior-based safety training. All this sort of training you put in to motivate the worker or the engineer, the supervisor, so that they can contribute positively to the organization. Okay? Take note. So detrimental of a factor to productivity is basically all these are the things. You go and read yourself. Okay, nothing much here. Okay, whatever, and explain already. So in summary, all right, improving workforce. A motivated workforce can exert major influence on the success of the project. So when you recruit people, you have the project people. These people are so-called motivated. Definitely, they will contribute positively to the project. And the project can finish on time or maybe earlier with the budgeted cost and with the planned quality standard that you want to have. Okay, a sufficient supply of information, equipment, material, energy, and space as a result of detailed planning for the need of every crew are crucial factor in a smooth performance of work. They also have a major influence on the motivation of workers and supervisor. So in other words, you say what? Okay. Planning is very important. Okay. Planning is a must for any organization. Okay. Whatever you do, okay, you must have a planning. Whatever you do, okay, the good result is end up is because of your planning work. If you can't plan properly, you will never get a good result. All right. So take note of this. Because when you don't have plan, that means your work system doesn't run as smoothly as you want to. So what happens is the employee, right, of the department, they will get very frustrated because one day you ask them to do A, and tomorrow come you say, no, not A method. I want you to do B. So the worker, the engineer, the supervisor get very angry. One moment change, and every time you change, it's very pitiful for the worker, for the supervisor, for the engineer, because their mind keep on changing. So they get very demotivated. Okay, so how to improve the workforce if this situation happens? That means to say, your planning is very important to allow a seamless, smooth running of the company. Okay, the so-called the operation procedure. All right. So this is very key, important in today's world. Right. Any job that you do, you must have a planning. Okay, same as Nanyang's school. Right. Every day before you start this subject, you given a timetable. What is the time to train and etc. Right. Okay. So you know that on this day there will be lesson. So try not to absent, because we give you the schedule, we give you the plan already. So end of the day, you don't participate, I will mark you absent. I think you know under the government Ministry of Education say that if you are not present, your attendance must achieve 75% of your attendance. If you cannot achieve 75%, you cannot take the examination. Even you take the exam, you pass, we will fail you because of the criteria of absenteeism. Yeah. So take note of this. And this is what a system is all about. It is a plan that you make sure the student attend class at least 75% in attendance. Okay, take note of that. So everything you do, there must be a standard plan for the organization to work towards what they want to achieve. That means to say their business objective, their KPI, key performance index. All right. So all these things in organization, you can see when you join a company, you will know that if the company is functioning properly, you can see all these things appearing in your notice board, company email to you, during the conversation within the two-board meeting, the meeting with all the people, they will tell you, oh, this is a company system, this is this, and you have to follow this and this, right? So this is the facts of life, okay? Oh. Okay, so basically the lesson end here. I will show you the so-called the assignment, okay, and I will explain, and please get your pen or pencil ready. Some keynote you have to write in, and you do your assignment, okay? Okay, the assignment call for is you must at least write 800 words. Okay, your first assignment for tomorrow, when you stay in class during the hour that you are in the class, okay, you must write at least 800 words. Okay, so the assignment, if you can see this one, can see not? Hello? Can see? Can see the screen not?
Okay.
Okay, now can see. Okay, very small word.
Yeah, now we can see.
Yes, sir.
I
We
will
can see
enlarge
that.
the word. Okay. All right. So Unit 1, management principle and practices. Last time I give you the assignment is after all the lesson over. Now no more. Now I will do in such a way that after lesson Unit 1, you do your assignment, and then after finish, I mark. Okay, I will go. Then I will brief you all what are the weaknesses that you have. Then I move on to Unit 2. Unit 2 again after lesson over, I will give you the assignment. You do, okay, and submit to me, to Misma or Kala. Right? So take note of this. So in this assignment, based on your experience, whether you have experience or not, you can do research. Okay. In your paper, they have a so-called, in your slide there is some description. All right. Let me read to you the question. All right. The question is, draw out an organization structure that you have experience in an industry. Okay. This statement, any organization structure, as you can see in the teaching note, you have project team, project structure. You have another one is what you call, okay. There's two structure system for you, okay. You look at it and how are you going to draw out the organization structure? For example, in industry, suppose you have this working experience as in a industry, for example, metal industry, metal machining, or even restaurant, okay? You draw the structure from your experience, or you don't have the experience, you go into the internet and search and cut and paste, okay, to an industry, okay, for a project work. For example, coffee shop or a small coffee shop, okay, you are given by this owner to do the interior decoration of a coffee shop. Example, this is a project work. From start to finish, there's a project work, right? Then that means you have an understanding of this coffee shop, okay? So from the coffee shop, what should you do? Oh, okay. So you are familiar with all the organization. So a project manager, definitely you have a project manager, right? Project supervisor, because this is a small project. How many manpower? Maybe manpower do this renovation, interior decoration, maybe about 3 persons. So you have a project supervisor, 3 technician or worker, right? And the engineer, that's all. Maybe no project manager, right? So explain why you prefer this structure, okay? For example, here you have a project structure, okay? You look at this website, I will show you. You can see the slide. This is one of them, complex organization. The structure I want you to draw. Not this one is too complex. If you talk about small coffee shop, right? You talk about small coffee shop, you may want to develop, not this one is medium size, a small project, okay? For example, like organization structure, medium size, complex, okay? There another one, the small one, is what do you call? This is a project one, right? So that means to say here you have the system, then you run out a small project, then how many people you want to draw from here? Or another one will be matrix organization. That means from the organization main company, you branch out into a small project team for renovation of coffee shop, example. All right. So you have to do this part. Okay. So come to this question is explain why you prefer this type of structure. Okay. You want to have this structure, why? And the reason it could be small project, not much technical detail you need. You don't need an engineer. You need a project supervisor and a worker or technician. That's the reason. Second reason is the cost. Okay, the cost is cheap or very reasonably cheap. So you need the minimum manpower but can produce the number of jobs that they can do. Okay, this project call how many days? Let me the owner tell you, give me 2 weeks. I want 2 weeks, you can do the renovation. So you have to plan out the planning. Okay, what is the role of a supervisor? What is the worker role? All right. And in terms of the role, you can have a electrical people, you can have a mechanical people, you can have a carpenter people, right? And painter also. So you have to slowly describe a bit, 2-3 sentences for each type of role in your organization chart. All right. Then then they say, to what extent will it lead to an effective and efficient way of project cycle? That means to say, you monitor the time. Okay, you are given 2 weeks, example, 2 weeks. And how shall you do the job in terms of week? That means you have to create a time schedule using a Gantt chart, right? So for example, like you do a coffee shop. So first thing is to clean up the area, okay? Take out whatever is not necessary. That means demolition, right? After that, you fabricate new one, put inside. So the fabrication work and installation of work can be the 2 parts. One is the fabrication work at outside. Then when the fabrication come in, you do the installation. The 3 people will do the installation. Then the 3 people, you say that, okay, these 3 people are multi-skill trained, for example. Okay, multi-skill can be mechanical, electrical, carpentry, all right? Okay, so you write all these things. And this is the way to improve the project life cycle. That means to say, shorten the time. Multiple skill generate high productivity. And these people must be trained before they do the work. They must conduct, the project manager or project engineer must conduct a briefing to all the people. Then every day, the project engineer or the supervisor will monitor the progress and put up a report, that type of thing. So you write everything together, you will see that the whole project is all being regulated and defined properly. Okay? So you must think of that perspective. Okay. So please do your project appropriately. So end of the day, as I say here, submit on 10th of March. Okay. This will be given the mark for your final exam. As I said, we have 6 or 5 modules, right? So 30% of the mark is from this assignment. Okay, I don't expect you, if you can't do until 10th of March, you still cannot submit, never mind. I allow you. But end of the day, you must submit. Whether 3 days or 4 days later, you submit. Don't delay, because the next paper I go through, another assignment coming. And end up, everybody don't know, got no time to do. Then you will miss out 30 marks of your final exam. Okay? Then your final exam is 70 marks only. Then 70 marks you cannot pass. If you fail on your, they say fail about 10 marks, 20 marks, then you have this 30 marks disappear. Then your paper fail. Okay? So don't try to delay. Okay, I give you 1 day at home. Tomorrow, do research and start writing. Okay? Please go through your thinking process. Write it systematically. All right? Whatever point I say, you note it down. Tomorrow, consider again. And look at you can use your handphone to look at the internet. All this information they have. Okay, whether you are hardworking enough to look for it, or you just basically lie low and stay at home and sleep. Okay, so if you do that, then I'm sorry. So please put in your effort. All right. One of the lady, I think in the previous subject, he done a very good job. Okay, that paper is 10 marks. He scored 10 marks because she got a heart to do. Okay, everything, whatever I asked, he produced a result. And also he using computer to type everything inside. Some of you handwriting, please, handwriting be more clear. Don't write that type of character I cannot read, I cannot understand. Okay, so when you write, for goodness sake, all right, there is you write in a proper way. Try to read your paper after you finish writing. They call it proofreading. You read and read until you understand the English structure, not the Telugu structure or the Hindi structure or the Tamil structure. Please, you must differentiate between languages structure. English is different way of writing. All right. You're already exposed to your English education in your home country. Same as me. Okay, I'm Chinese, I'm exposed to Chinese language. So when I write, I'm dialect speaking. My younger day when I write, I think of speaking in my own dialect, then I convert it to English. That is not the way. Okay? And I find that there is a lot of grammar mistake. Okay? So please think over it. This is good for you because end of the day in India, okay, beside your culture, your English, your Tamil, Hindu or whatever, English is a main thing in India itself for commercialization. Okay, I'm telling you this, try to practice. Okay, because now you are exposed to English. Okay, don't speak your own language. Okay. So please do that, and I believe you do that. Eventually, after 1 year, you will be a better person. I can tell you that. Same as me. When I was 18 years old, my English is very, very poor. Okay, I make it a habit. Okay, make it a point every day. I read the English newspaper. The words sometimes I don't know. I get a dictionary to check on the word. All these things I do. Okay, so through 30 years of reading and writing, my English has improved tremendously. Okay, and nowadays today we have this, what they call, Microsoft Words to check your English structure, all these things. Okay, by all means, go and do and help yourself by looking at all this. Handphone also can be checked, right? Your wording, all this can be checked. Okay, even though you don't have a computer, you can use this to check. Oh, take note of that. All right. Oh. So, any question? Anybody have problem?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So,
No, sir.
okay, Living okay no?
Yeah, okay.
Huh? Okay, so I expect tomorrow, Thursday, right? Friday, I see you, I expect at least all of you submit. If not, at least 75% of you submit. I don't mind you all sharing the what they call the assignment. Whatever you have written, okay, you can call your classmate here. You can discuss how to do it, why you want to do it, right? This is a postgraduate program. I expect your student to communicate to each other, even though you are using Zoom to teach. Oh, okay, don't create an obstacle. Hey, you from Chennai, I'm from Southern City, Hyderabad or whatever. I cannot mix with you because you are higher class. I'm a lower class. Please, in Singapore, we don't practice this. You must understand. Singapore is talking about equality. Girl and boy also equal. We got no caste differentiation in Singapore. If you practice this way and you really fight in the public, police will catch you and you go jail or go back to India. Okay? Don't always assume like, oh, I am in northern side. I'm the upper caste. You are the southern side. No, don't do that. Okay? We are all equal. Okay, please behave as what is a norm in Singapore. Don't use your Indian culture that is negatively done in India, bring down to Singapore. No. Okay? Although I'm a Chinese, I know Indian culture because I mix with a lot of Indian people. I also last time work in construction. I talk to them also. Even now, I work in Newton. I teaching in Newton also. I meet a lot of Indian Bangladeshi also. Okay? Please don't do that. You have to respect each other. That's for sure. Okay? Sometimes I see in the construction side, I saw some of them, Indian behave this way. When I see this way, I scolded the guy. Singapore is not the way to practice this. We already know more of this. And India also, I believe they are improving and improving. From the way I see in the Tamil or Telugu so-called movie, they have changed also. So please don't do that. Okay? Be more cooperative among you all. Go and share ideas, share thoughts, help each other. Say I finish a paper, okay? Of course, the person who see your paper, he will not copy everything, right? You pass to him, okay? I give you the information, you write your own way, share each other, so that each of you can have a good knowledge, rather than individual thinking, always think that way, cannot. Okay, when I do my home study, I do my master degree, I also share with my colleague, my classmate. We share each other, we have the information, so that easier to do. Okay? Understand? So please share. Now you have 22 students, 21, 20 or 21 of you. So you have a lot of avenue to discuss to get the project done. Right? So tomorrow you have a class, you can communicate each other through your handphone. Okay? There's way of communicating. Okay, you can do WhatsApp communication, no need use direct telephone line because that one will cost you more. WhatsApp is basically zero cost. All right, voice message or visual, you can see each other, talk to each other, and see how do you want to do the project. Okay, take note. Even now, after lesson over, I'm going to finish the lesson. You can start communicating with each other. Instead of wasting time. Class today finish so early, I go home. No, please, I go home or I stay at home, go to bed and sleep. I don't bother. Next day, then I think about it. Not the way that you want. So since you have been in Singapore, some of you may just came only, right? So you need to motivate yourself to do this project. Every course. Okay, I will be with you throughout the whole postgraduate diploma. Every subject, I will give you the assignment. The previous assignment that I give to other students is not the same as today one. I have many ideas. Well, I've done project, construction, facility, chemical plant, construction, operation, safety, all the field I have done. I'm also an electrical guy. I have a degree in electrical engineering. Mechanical also have. Right, I have chemical engineering also, diploma level. So I know a lot of things. Please do your job because end of the day, you want to learn something. Doesn't mean that you come Singapore for 1 year, just enjoy yourself. No. That should not be the way. Okay? Can I have your agreement on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, agreed.
I like to hear this.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate if you do this. Not that I want to so-called bully you. Don't have that thinking. I want you to improve. Okay? Life must improve. If I don't care about you, I think I want to set up this assignment for you. What for? Waste my time. I have to have time to mark your paper and comment everything. So why should I do this to you? Right? I'd rather, like today, I teach halfway finish, 2 hours finish. Okay, bye-bye. No need to do. Then you can relax. But ultimately, what do you learn from there? Okay? So I don't want to talk next subject. This subject, okay? Please concentrate. Do finish. All right? Then I will give you my 5-cent feedback after all of you finish. So I must see around 20 people submit to MISMA or Kala, and Kala send to me. All right. Then give me about 3 days. Next week, I will start briefing you all about this assignment. So this week you do, next week I will brief. Every subject will be like that. Can? So over the weekend, we have time, right? Over the weekend, you can do your assignment. Please, you do. Okay. I'm also a very busy man. I not only teach this class. Other class I also teach. Outside school also I teach. Okay, I have 4-5 class going on 1 week. I'm also very tired. Some more different subject. It's not only project management. Other subject also have. Okay. So please, I see your cooperation. I will inform MISMA about it. Okay. And you quickly do your assignment. Do you have this? You take a picture of this so-called questionnaire. Okay. Can you take a picture or whatever? So that you don't have problem. You don't need to wait for MISMA or Kala. You can start doing or write down on a piece of paper. Okay. Have you done that?
Taken, sir.
Yes, sir, noted.
Okay, good. So please do it. I don't want to say the name, the last paper. One student is a lady. He submit very good answer. Perfect. I give him 10 marks. out of 10. Okay? So please, I don't want to see perfect. If you can, I'm very happy. If cannot, try your best to do. That's all. After doing this, I can assure you the subject that you, like I give you the lesson that one, you surely can understand. Okay? So I will see you on Friday. Okay, today you start doing your assignment and continue until tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay,
if you
sir.
end the
Yeah.
lesson, and please put in effort to do. So I see you on Friday. Okay, I will inform Miss Ma or Kala about it. Right? Okay. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye.